Love it. The listeners will love it. It's
Yeah,
it's uncut, you know?
Un-
It's uncircumcised.
okay.
It's uncircumcised.
Oh
but
boy.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Tavern Talks, the
Tavern
podcast for the
Talk,
Try Hard Tavern
Tavern
Discord. Hello. Today we have a fun little topic. Get out of here. Oh my goodness.
Uncircumcised tavern talks.
This intro makes me cringe.
Stop. Get out of here. I'm not willing to restart it either. Okay, hello
Good.
everybody. My name is Ark. Welcome to Tavern Talks, a Try Hard Tavern podcast for all of you wonderful listeners at home. I am joined today by my wonderful friends, JKkayy. Say hi.
Hi.
Mr. Silverhammer.
So sorry.
so sorry. And Lanky Paul.
I'm the one he's ripping for saying sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
we love all of our Canadian friends at home. We truthfully do. But welcome everybody. Today we have a fun little topic that fun fact it's not Pokemon this time for a change, which is good considering the last 6 episodes have been that. 5 episodes actually. This is episode number 7 already. So today we're going to dive into some Zelda stuff. We're going to be ranking all the 3D Zelda bosses. We're going to throw together a little tier list, talk about some of our favorite stuff, and that'll be good. So what have you guys been up to lately? What's going on in your lives? Sean, I know you saying you were diving into Elden Ring lately.
Oh my god, boys. So I splurged, I treated myself around the Christmas sale.
Mhm.
I noticed Elden Ring on there, so I'm like, I'll cop it, I'll try it. I'll give it a try. It has consumed my life.
Yeah.
Within 2 weeks, I've logged 60 hours on the game.
Yeah, that's
Boy.
It's so bad.
he's getting a
But-
full work week.
Dude, it's amazing. Oh my god, it's just fun trying to find out what boss is where, getting all the armor, the spells, the side quests. I
Mhm.
felt fucking dirty fucking over one character though.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was all good though, because I take a little bath with the turtle priest, and we're all good to go. My boy
How-
Raphael, he's just washing me up.
How far into the game are you?
I just beat the fire giant.
Oh, Fire Giant was fun.
Dude, I hated him. Oh my god.
He was probably one of the bosses that I had the most trouble with, but yeah, just wait till you get to Melania. You're gonna love your life.
Dude, I've heard honestly that went viral. That
Yeah.
and then I think Margot.
Oh,
Dude,
Margot.
speaking of which,
Morgoth's pretty
holy dude, when
Mhm.
that happened, I'm not gonna say anything else because I don't want
Uh-huh.
to spoil it for anybody, but oh my god. Oh
Right.
my god. It's insane.
What kind of build are you doing?
Oh, we're doing full int, doing full mage. So we got
Oh,
all these
cool.
legendary spells. Your boy's doing Kamehameha blast from his staff. We got a little
Oh.
sword too. But
Mhm.
my int is super high, but all my stats are ass. So it's
Uh-huh.
if I get hit, I get destroyed in 1 or 2 hits. So I have to dodge, use magic. That
Mhm.
being said, I did briefly swap it up to use a snake killing spear for one of the
Yeah.
bosses,
Oh, yep.
which was also a very fun boss.
Yeah, I did a mage build for my first playthrough, and I was using God, I don't remember what it's called. I was using Moonlight Greatsword, and I was doing a bunch of frost spells and stuff. It was really, really fun. But
Dude,
yeah,
did
no,
you use
that's-
Ronnie's Dark Moon?
I did.
Let's go. It's so
a good
fucking
one.
goated, dude. It's
I
so
know,
good.
It's very good. But anyway, before we start geeking out over Elden Ring, maybe that'll be another episode that we
Please.
we
Please.
talk
I would
about
love to
later.
talk about that game more.
But last thing I'll say, Melania took me close to 100 tries to beat. But anyway, DJ, what have you been up to?
I am currently playing a special run through of Radiant Dawn since Fire Emblem Engage is coming out on Friday.
Oh yeah, both you and Josh, I think, said that you were gonna dive into that.
Uh-huh.
Mhm. You guys know me. I'm a huge Radiant Dawn Fire Emblem simp.
Mhm. For sure.
I just have no
Same.
one else.
At least
No
you
one
have each
else.
other. Josh, what have you been up to lately?
Just kind of chilling, playing Pokemon Unite and doing the darn thing.
Sure.
Getting ready for Fire Emblem, but not really playing anything else at the moment.
Have
I played
you,
Fortnite today.
You haven't even finished Scarlet and Violet yet, have you?
Nope, sure haven't.
Josh, how, bro? What?
I know.
Josh goes
Probably fine.
through phases. He'll get there eventually. Maybe by the time the next game comes out. Who knows?
Yeah, my honeymoon phase is over for Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah, mine is too. And like, to be honest, I don't think doing the raids is enough to really like keep me interested in it.
It's just so bad.
Well, we got to do the 7-star one for the Greninja.
I mean,
Uh,
of course we do.
Yeah, I mean, we'll hop on. We'll do our one raid. I'm just waiting till DLC so we can see what we get from that. But
I too am waiting for Xenoblade DLC.
True.
Since no one else also plays Xenoblade. Man, I just play all the games no one wants to play. Fuck you guys.
Unironically, yeah, you do play a lot of games that like aren't super, I guess, mainstream, at least with the community that like we have. But regardless, at least somebody can enjoy those. But as far as things that like I've been doing, not much lately. Esports.
Yeah, what have you been doing?
I haven't really been doing a whole lot. I went to Minneapolis this last weekend for the Minnesota State Championships for their esports. Got to see Josh hang out for a few days. It was pretty cool, pretty fun.
It was fun.
And this week we're starting to get back into the swing of things with practice and stuff. And we have about 2.5 weeks till competition starts. We're going to be running a fun little online invitational eventually. And yeah, we'll be going full steam ahead for the next couple of months. But as far as, I suppose we could just hop right on into like any news, basically, because there really isn't any. Any super important updates that you guys have or that you guys can think of?
There's literally none on my end. I don't know. There's like, yeah, I've been thinking about doing that Pokemon Scarlet Violet little round robin thing. I just don't know if we really have enough people with teams yet.
Yeah, we'd probably need at least like 4 people to do it.
That's what I'm thinking.
Which I mean,
yeah,
we could maybe throw something together for a weekend or something, maybe. But
could be fun. A little Tavern night late, maybe.
Yeah. Oh my goodness! Wow. Anyway, I guess Arc's Pokemon Draft League. We are finally into playoffs now. Sorry, Sean.
No, it's all good. If anyone was gonna knock me out, I'm just like glad it's at least my rival. Like, just
you're welcome.
Thank you. You had a very good team. Very, very good team.
We're getting into playoffs here. So the next 2 weeks we're doing our quarterfinals, a single elimination from here on out. So slowly drawing season 8 to a close here. Season 9 is right around the corner. After this week's games, we'll probably start doing like a preliminary registration so we can start getting a head count for how many people will be involved with that. So stay tuned for that information. Apart from that, not really anything else super crazy going with the Discord. Haven't done Tavern Night Light in a few weeks, but we have a regular Tavern Night this week, I think, don't we? What is our weekly vote at right now? It looks like Gartic Phone is actually the front runner at the moment, followed closely by some Gen 9 random battles. So if you're interested in doing any Tavern Night stuff, feel free to pop into the text chat there. But apart from that, I guess, let me make sure that I just have everything else here. Okay, yeah, should be good to go. That's all for news and introductions. We'll be right back with some THT trivia. All right, and welcome back to THT Trivia. Where we ask our friends a few questions. The points don't matter, but bragging rights are cool. So we, like I said, we're doing a Zelda themed episode today. So our trivia is also going to be Zelda themed for those of you listening. With there being 3 of you, I have 3 questions each for all of you. So, being that Josh has experienced the most success over the last couple of weeks, we'll have you go first. How's that sound?
Sure, let's go.
Sounds
All
like it's
right.
rigged.
Sounds
0 out of
rigged.
10.
Okay, we'll give Josh a toughie right off the bat then. Okay, Josh. How many mainline Nintendo Legend of Zelda games feature the word Link in the title? I don't need to know the actual games. I just need to know how many. If you can name all of them, I'll give you an extra point.
Oh God. Feature the word Link
In the title, yes.
in the title. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with
He's deep in thought.
3.
3, is that your final answer?
It is.
3 is unfortunately incorrect. So
Am I within 1 for the bonus point?
well,
Can they give me?
you would have to name them to get the bonus point. So yes, we'll move to DJ next for a chance to steal.
Legend of Zelda, Link's Adventure, Link's Adventure 2, A Link Between the Past, Zelda, A Link
Oh, I
Between
didn't think
Two
about
Worlds.
Link to Pat. Oh my God! I was just going off of the name Link, not the. Oh man,
Link's Awakening.
misplay.
5 of them.
5. 5, according to what I have, is also incorrect. However, you did name quite a few of them. God, it's interesting because you got the number right, but
I got the names right.
you did get some of the names right. So I'll give you a singular point for that, DJ. But if Sean can tell me what the number is, he can get one
4.
as well. 4 is correct.
There we go.
So
Wait a second. So
I can name them too.
Go ahead.
DJ
Sean.
just gets a point for naming games.
He gets a point
Yes.
because he named all 4 of them.
Yeah.
he got the titles of all 4 of them.
There's Adventure of Link, Link to the Past, Link Between Worlds, and Link's Awakening.
Yep. Those are the 4. Indeed. So, with that then, I'll make sure DJ has 1, Sean has 1, and Josh is a fat goose egg off to a slow start.
Yeah,
Silly little goose.
I'm just gonna hold judgment on the scoring of that question.
Okay. Sounds good. All right. Well,
What a
DJ's
silly
next
little
on
goose. So
next on the
sorry.
list here. So DJ, rather easy question that'll probably make Josh super happy. Canonically, in Hyrule Historia, what is the first Zelda game to occur in the timeline?
Oh my God.
Skyward Sword, right?
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Skyward Sword is correct. Yes,
So
it is.
easy.
Indeed. It's a bit of a gimme for sure. All right, on to Sean then. DJ's got 2 points. Sean's got 1. All right,
Well,
Sean.
to be fair, the timeline, they just took whatever the nerds were saying like 5 years ago and said that looks right.
Yeah, I'm curious as to like how the decision was arrived at for a lot of that. But anyway, okay, Sean. In The Legend of Zelda: The Ocarina of Time, there are 6 sages within the game. Name all 6 of them.
Oh, dude. Shit. Okay. Saria. Okay, let me type this out here.
What's the Soria? So sorry.
So
Yeah.
sorry.
Saria, the Canadian version of the Game Boy is. Okay, so there's Saria.
Yep. That's 1.
Darunia.
That's 2.
Impa.
That's 3.
There is. Oh, I can't remember her fucking name. Can't remember either their fucking name there. There's the Zora girl. There's like the light guy.
Yeah, I'm gonna need better than the guy.
And then there's like what's it called? The Garuda chick. Oh, what are their names, man?
I love Garuda chick number 12.
Garuda chick,
Garuda
yeah.
chick number 12. I'm
Oh.
gonna need an answer. I'll give you 10 seconds.
Uh, I can't think of them at all.
All right, sounds good. Well, we'll bounce on over to Josh for a chance to steal. Name all 6 sages from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time.
Okay, so Saria, Darunia, Rudo,
Mm-hmm.
Impa. That's 4.
Mm-hmm.
5 is
You guys are
the Gerudo.
disappointing me.
Oh, shut up!
It's hard. It's hard, bro.
You guys are disappointing me, even though I looked up these answers for trivia earlier, so of course I know all of them.
No, I'm just no OT nerd, so I know them off the top of my head. But
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I guess
yeah.
it's a bit unfair for me to expect that.
Even the light sage?
Yep.
No way,
Yeah.
dude. That's insane. That's impressive.
So
Can I get the last 2?
An answer.
yeah, just give me a minute to think.
I'll give you 10 seconds.
Oh,
I'm
whoa,
gonna need
whoa.
to make like a jingle for this man.
I think I have the
So-
last 2.
Okay, Naburu,
Yep. That is
fuck,
the
correct.
Gerudo,
Yes.
and then his name starts with an R. Raru, the Light Sage.
That is correct. Yes. So
Hell yeah!
Saria is the sage of the forest, Darunia the sage of fire, Rudo sage of water, Naburu is sage of spirit, Impa shadow, and Rauru is the sage of light.
Dude, Raru, I commend you for being able to pull that out, Josh. That's
Oh, dude,
It's
it was
impressive.
difficult.
Honestly, Nobura and Raru were like the first 2 I was gonna say.
Yeah. Mhm.
Well,
I can't
that's
believe I
great.
forgot Rudo. I don't know. I can't believe I forgot that. As soon as it got said, I was like, "Fuck, yeah, of course."
All right.
That's
Well-
Link's fish taco.
After a round, we have all gotten points. Josh has 1, DJ has 2, and Sean has 1. So
Let's go.
since Josh was super knowledgeable about getting Rauru's name right, also in Ocarina of Time, there is that same sage Rauru is known to be able to change into an owl that helps Link throughout his younger years. What is the name of the owl?
Oh, you're fucking kidding me. Okay.
I'll give you 2 points if you get this question right.
Fast and
Owl's
loose with the rules.
name.
I love it, boys.
What'd you say?
The-
What did you say, DJ?
I said fast and loose with the rules. I love it, boys.
Yeah, I would say I don't make the rules, I just enforce them, but I also do make the rules. So
He's like, "It's my game show."
I can do what I want.
It's my game show. You guys are just the contestants. You live in my
I will give the group a hint and say that it is 2 words for his name.
Is that the group or Josh right now, bro?
Well,
I ain't guessing it. You can skip me.
Mm,
Because fuck that owl. If it's not B B B B B B
B, down arrow,
Yeah.
skip. I heard you. I don't need to listen to it again. Goodbye.
so I'm gonna go with the fact that I do not know his name, so I'll just say King Hyrule. Nah, it's not. I don't know his name.
King Hyrule is unfortunately incorrect. Moving on.
I was gonna say what's Raru backwards, but then you said it was
Oh.
2 names,
It
so
wouldn't
I
be like a bad way to piece it together. DJ, do you have any guess?
No.
No. Okay.
Leave
Sean, what about you?
Leave me.
Is it Rarubius?
Well, considering it's 2 2 words, then no.
That is 2 words.
Raw Rubius. Okay, not a bad guess, I suppose, but that is also unfortunately incorrect. The
Damn,
correct answer
okay.
is Kapora Gabora.
Oh, dude,
yeah, yep.
that's a tough
New-
Y'all
one.
gotta dive into your Hyrule Historias a little bit more.
Gotta open up the
All gotta play Ocarina of Time. Play my favorite game, guys.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, obviously. Okay. Who are we on then? We're on DJ, correct? All right, DJ. In The Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker, what is the name of Link's boat?
Dude, I gotta say, Wind Waker does not age well for me. It's the red dragon, isn't it? Red lion. Red lion.
I'm gonna need a little bit more than that.
What do you? It's the red lion.
DJ, it's more than that.
Josh knows the
Well,
answer.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong, but you're not entirely right either.
But I'm not wrong.
Being you're in the lead, DJ, I don't think I can accept that answer.
Like I said, fast and loose with the rules. I love it, boys.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's the best I got.
I'll give you a hint since you're close. It is the full title is 4 words.
The Great Red Lion. That's 4 words.
The Great Red Lion is unfortunately incorrect. Sean, what do you think?
King of Red Lions.
The King of Red Lions is correct.
Let's go. Let's go.
Just saying, I wasn't wrong.
You weren't wrong, but you weren't entirely correct.
It feels dirty to win that point, but I'm taking it.
All right, Sean. This one will be a point earned then, I suppose. What is Ganondorf's last name?
Holy fuck! Did it get quiet?
Got a name?
Ganondorf's last name. I'll give you 4 options and I'll let you pick out of the 4. The 4 options for Ganondorf's last name are Aghanim, Dragmire, Grimoire, or Mandrag.
It's Dragmire.
Is that your final answer?
Yeah, that rings a bell.
Yes.
There we go.
Dragmire is correct. Ganondorf, Dragmire of the Gerudo. So, moving on into the last section here. Josh has 1 point, DJ has 2, and Sean has 3.
Let's go, baby.
All right, Josh. Let's see. We'll give you maybe an easier one here. What is the name of the upbeat salesman from The Wind Waker that reappears in Breath of the Wild? He's often seen carrying loads of goods on his back.
Beetle.
Is Beetle your final answer?
Yeah.
Beetle is correct. So that'll bring you to 2 points there. All right, DJ, to tie and force Sean to be on his A game and get the last question correct here. The Mirror of Twilight in The Legend of Zelda: Twilight Princess is located atop of which dungeon?
Oh, I just all of a sudden I thought of the Xenoblade place where the. Oh, that's a spoiler, so I probably shouldn't say that. Well, it's the Crucibles, but it's the Crypts. But fuck, what's the name? Because it's not just the Crypts or the Bloods.
Indeed, no.
Oh, it's not the. It's the Gerudo prison. I just can't think of the correct name.
It is found in the desert.
Again.
You're not wrong. You're on the right track. Yes.
Yeah. I'm just in the stage where I'm not wrong. I'm just not right anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Since you won't give me the should be's, any other game show would have took the Great Red Lion.
But it's not the
Not
King
this
of
one.
Red Lions. Sorry. Any guesses, DJ?
It's the Crucibles. That's all I know. It's where they went and killed all the Gerudos except a very small handful.
It is true.
That's
You
all
are
I
correct
know.
about that, but I do need the name. So I will move on then to Sean. Do you know the answer?
The Tower of Twilight?
No.
The Power of Twilight is incorrect. The Tower of Twilight
No, even worse.
is also incorrect. So now you've given Josh a chance to tie here.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Josh, do you know the answer?
Can you repeat the question?
The Mirror of Twilight in The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess is located atop of which dungeon? We've
And I have
established...
to name the dungeon.
You have to name the dungeon. We've established that it's in the desert, and they took a bunch of Gerudo there to execute them.
Yeah,
You can't just talk about the lore. It's not
I can
good
see.
enough.
I can see it in my brain. There's a big courtyard.
I think you're all gonna kick yourself when you hear the answer.
Gerudo Prison.
Gerudo Prison is unfortunately incorrect. The correct answer is Arbiter's Grounds.
Oh, dude! As soon as you say it, it clicks too.
Yeah.
It just sucks.
Yep.
All right.
A cool dungeon.
It is. It's very Stalord's the boss of that dungeon, so it's one of my personal favorites. All right, so there's one question left. Sean is sitting at 3 points. Josh and DJ are both at 2, so Sean has to get this to get an outright win here.
Like 2 half points here. Just saying. You can't tell me I'm necessarily wrong about that either.
Well, it's like doing a math problem. You go through all the things in the math problem, and you might be doing it correctly, but you might be taking it like not quite the direct route.
Gotta show your work.
Points for trying. My work's
There's no participation medals in THT trivia. Okay, Sean.
Tell that to math teachers.
The final question of THT trivia today, Sean. How many Korok seeds are in Breath of the Wild?
999?
Is 999 your final answer?
It is.
999 Korok seeds is incorrect.
Are you serious? Okay. If
Over
there's more, bro.
To Josh for a potential tie.
There are 1,000.
1,000, is that your final answer?
Final answer.
1,000 is also incorrect.
Damn it.
DJ, DJ's gonna be like, well, I know there's a couple hundred of them.
No, isn't it like 799? Because it's not quite 999.
I'll need a concrete number, DJ.
Yeah, 799. Was that just not concrete enough for you?
799 is also incorrect.
How many?
Being it's the last question and nobody got it, we could go around one more time. We can go around and have one more
Give
guess.
us another question. Don't be a loser.
Give another I'll have to find one quick. The correct answer to that question is 900.
Oh, as if there's only 900, bro. That's still too many. That's too many.
Yeah.
Okay.
You could have asked us, what do they give us? And it's like golden Korok shit.
Okay. Let me find a question quick here. Let's see. Okay. Well, we can maybe do a question for each of you. See if we can't break this up a little bit. All right, back to Sean then. In the Legend of Zelda,
I'm gonna say baked apples.
Yeah.
I would like to say Monster Potion.
You guys can't see, but I've been sharing my screen and I didn't realize that my browser was sharing. Okay.
Sword of Twilight.
Just give your boy the win. Just give him the win. The Canadians need it.
Let's see.
He's stacking it for America.
USA.
How
dare
he?
We're so sorry. Euphoria right now. We're sorry right now.
Oh man, there's so many weird questions here. Okay. Let's see. How about this? Just give me a second.
Well, that was a quick second.
What is the new release date for Tears of the Kingdom?
Non-existent.
Did it get delayed again?
No,
Is that like May
probably.
I'm not sure it did. Let me pull something out of my ass here.
Does it come out next month?
No, it's May 12th now.
You know what? We'll go back to the bread and butter OOT questions. All right, Sean. Let's see. In Ocarina of Time, there are spider-like creatures that are seen in Death Mountain, in the Water Temple, and at Lake Hylia. What are they called? What is the enemy called? Well, I should be more specific.
Golden Skulltulas?
They are mobile. They don't sit in the same area. They can glide atop of the water, and they can jump.
Those.
I don't remember those at all, bro. Oh wait, those things, are they spiders?
Yeah, those things. I think they're technically spiders. Bug creatures.
Fuck, I don't even know. I want to say they're water gomas.
Water gomas.
Water gomas.
I like that. I'm gonna start calling them that.
Water gomas is a pretty good answer, but it's not the correct one. All right, over to Josh then.
They are red and blue.
Yes.
Oh,
Where I'm at, I know they're red and blue.
Skitters?
Huh?
Skitter.
Skitters is also incorrect. DJ, do you have an answer?
Well, I'm gonna piggyback off of Sean. It's red and blue baby gomas.
Red and blue baby gomas is also incorrect. I'm just gonna cut trivia here because I'm not creative. The answer is Tektites.
Oh, I do remember hearing
Tektites. So Sean will take trivia this time around.
Let's go.
It's scuffed, but it is what it is. So congratulations, sir. We'll be back in about 15 seconds with the topic. It's funny because I just hear Josh's in the middle of my transition.
USA.
All right, welcome to the topic. Today we're going to be tier listing the 3D Zelda bosses. So of all the 3D games, so what do we all have? We have Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild, and Skyward Sword, I believe, is the full list here. You guys can't see the list. I might post a picture of it in the thumbnail for those of you that watch this on YouTube, or we might include it at the end here. But we'll go over things at the end, and we'll keep you posted on where we put everything. So let's see. So we'll have an S tier for what we think is the best. We'll have an A tier for is like pretty good, I suppose. Not fantastic though. Pretty good, no complaints. B is like strictly average. C tier is like needs okay, needs work, and D tier is just going to be awful. So, do we have any suggestions on how we go about this? Do we want to go through like each game and do it? Do we just want to go through the list? Does anyone have any like strong feelings about something to put in right away? What do you guys think?
I feel like we put the big spider boss from Twilight Princess in D.
Oh,
it's stupid.
The big
to be fair, kind of scary, like Laser Goma, Ancient Goma.
Oh, Armagoma?
Hated it, bro.
You hated
oh my God.
So I didn't think we'd start with Armagoma from Twilight Princess, but here we are.
It starts with A alphabetically, right?
Yeah, it scarred the shit out of me.
That's true. So Armagoma's the one that's in the Temple of Time in Twilight Princess, right?
Yeah. Great temple, horrible boss. It's a spider.
I don't know if it's
like.
Well,
I mean, it fits. Like
yeah.
Goma is like it fits that pass. Like if you played Ocarina of Time, because it's supposed to be that. Like
yeah,
I get it.
I'll agree that the dungeon was really, really cool. I just like looking at some of the other things on this list. I don't know if it really fits in the awful tier.
You hit it with a statue. That's like literally all it is.
Yeah, but that's pretty cool. Isn't it?
Not, it's so it's like a boot. It's a giant boot, Sean.
Mm-hmm.
And you're killing a spider with a giant boot.
Yeah, it is pretty
satisfying.
It is pretty funny. I think, at least my personal opinion, is that Armagoma is like average. It's probably in between like B and C for me. I don't know.
It's like top of C for me.
Top of C for me too, probably. D for Sean. Josh, do you have any feelings about Armagoma?
I think it's pretty meh. So I'm good with C.
Are you okay if we put things in C tier, Sean?
I would be okay with that. He's still near the bottom.
All right, we'll throw Armagoma in C tier. Anybody else want to take?
If we're just starting with bad bosses, the one from Skyward Sword, the Medusa bitch.
Oh,
The one
Tentalis.
from
Oh,
Monsters
yeah.
Inc. Yes, the
I
one from
wanted it to
Monsters
be
Inc.
good so badly.
Put
it
it
in
in D
That goes
immediately.
in
Let's
D.
just get that out of the way right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair. That's fair.
I am fine with putting Tentalis in D.
You're like
Although,
literally the worst boss.
can we respect the name? It sounds like
No.
some sort of hentai. Tentalis.
It's Tentacles. She's literally Kowalski's girlfriend.
Oh my god. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, that thing's ugly as sin. I'm fine with putting Tentalis in D. Is there anything else that like belongs in D that we can see?
I'm trying to just think of ones that like I hated. I don't think I hate anything quite as much as that boss fight. In all honesty, that
Can
was just
I speak
Morpheus?
for the group
Oh,
and
yeah.
put the imprisoned in awful?
definitely.
Sure.
I forgot about imprisoned.
Give me them toes.
Top a D, because it's still better than Tentacles.
Yeah, we can do ordered if we want to try it. I
It's
don't
still
know.
better than Tentacles. Like Tentacles is definitely last no matter what. Even if we don't order it, it's always last.
Yeah, I think the imprisoned belongs in D and nowhere else. That thing looks awful.
I understand. It just looks like a messed up Furby.
Yeah. I would agree with you. All right, what next? Can we do? My girlfriend is being. You guys pick one and talk since I.
Oh,
Morpheus is terrible.
there's a dispute going on. Did you say Morpheus?
Yeah, the Water Temple one from Ocarina of Time. It's so bad.
I didn't mind it. I didn't
Morpha,
mind
you're
it.
talking?
Yeah.
Yeah, like Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time's Water Temple bosses. Terrible.
What was Twilight Princess again?
The giant fish.
Giant
I
Oh,
would
Morpheal?
keep
Yeah, Morpheus,
I-
Mobius, and Morpheus. Like
I'm fine with putting Morpha in awful. I think it's probably better than the other two that are in there.
I'd say it's like in C at least. I don't know. I'd say it's better than the spider.
Yeah, I think Morpha deserves a little bit. 'Cause, like,
I don't know. I am quite obviously an Ocarina of Time lover, but it is just a little amoeba.
it's terrible. Like it's just a hook shot, and like
It's-
if you can avoid the tentacle, you're kind of bad at the game.
It's pretty bad. I
okay,
would say.
but is there anything to be said about like design or any of that?
No,
or is it just strictly off of this was not fun?
It's a tentacle with just a moving thing.
I'm
I
into
don't know how to
that.
explain it.
That looks
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah,
Like
I don't
design wise,
know.
it's not even fun or
No, it's not. It's pretty uninspired, I think, for the most part. I think it's pretty bad.
You had
if
a
I'm being totally
spider.
honest.
Yeah,
I will
a spider
say-
is inspiring.
I will
Yeah,
say
you-
like Morpheal's probably like C though, because you do get to like swim up and like ride on its back and stab it and stuff. I mean that's like kind of interesting, isn't it? And you play the bombs and stuff around it. It's much better than like Morpha, but it's still not great. I don't know. What do you guys think?
it's just
I don't
both
remember
water
that one
bosses
at all.
just need to leave. There's only one good water temple boss.
And what is that, DJ?
It's the one from Skyward Sword.
Which was the water temple boss in that?
The George Washington looking dude with a female child voice with the swords and the limbs.
Oh
Can't
yeah,
remember his names.
the giant statue.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
the one
no,
in
I
the
agree.
ground.
That
and
is
you
my favorite fucking boss.
whip.
I'd say
Am
that's
I-
S tier. That's S tier.
Am I
It's
stupid?
yeah,
do,
middle
that's-
right.
do I know? Is it Coloctos?
It's the
is what
one
you're
in,
talking
yeah,
about?
it's Galactos from
That's an S
System
tier
Tavern.
one.
That's
I
like
would say that.
I agree. Coloctos is like probably one of my favorites, and I think the design's really, really sick on it too.
And picking up his swords, like to chop off its arms, like it's amazing.
Mhm.
And then we get
Yeah, ask for
Tentaclus
more.
too. It's like you get like the duality of that game, bro. It's insane.
Yeah, I agree with Coloctos at the top For sure. Let's do like a random one here. How about Georg?
I don't know. It's a fish. It's like it's okay.
It's
like
from Majora's Mask. I think it's the.
No,
It's from
no, it's the other
Waymaker.
fish. Okay, so if
I'd
we
say it's
base
like
it off of
C.
the first Majora's Mask, then it's kind of but like the 3DS version made it a little harder, but painstakingly harder.
How did it get harder on 3DS?
Just the way the controls are and all that.
I thought we were doing
But
it
like
on
it's
aesthetic.
we're doing. I thought we were doing everything. Like how much we had fun on it. I think it's like a low C or high D.
Yeah, I think it's probably like here, maybe.
Yeah,
I've never played Majora's Mask, so I
really?
can't really
Josh,
contribute.
it's the best Zelda.
Wow.
You need to play it.
No.
Yeah, I'll die on that hill, bro.
That'll be another debate for another time, I suppose. I like Majora's Mask though. It's a good game.
So good. Edgy, bro.
Let's do.
It's not like edgy. It's like
It's just underlying enough, and it's like surreal. It's just so good.
How about? I don't know. I don't know how experienced this group is with Wind Waker. I'll say it's like
I
one
love
of.
Wind Waker.
Okay.
I am. I'm not huge on it, but I am.
Okay. How do we feel about like Puppet Ganon?
I would say that is a B. It's like out of the whole game, in my opinion, it's one of the more uninspired ones. But like, it is cool. It is very cool, and I think like the multiple phases are really sick. And I love the tattoo design all over the puppet.
And it's like it's that caterpillar one, right?
Yeah, it turns into that
I'm
eventually, at least.
one of the yeah. No, I'm fine with B on that. It's a fun fight.
I'll agree. I like a lot of my Wind Waker knowledge comes from like watching speedruns of it, which I also think are really, really fun. But I'll be honest, I can't really hardly name any of the bosses. I do need to play Wind Waker. Let's see. Let's dip into let's dip into some of the Breath of the Wild. Let's do the Ganons next. How about?
Bro, hot take, hated all the bosses in Breath of the Wild.
Really?
I'll be honest.
No,
I think it's so uninspired.
Yeah.
Like I'm hoping Breath of the Wild 2 doesn't do that again. I loved it, but it wasn't a Zelda game for me.
It wasn't for me either. I'm with Sean.
That being said, I loved the final boss.
Right. I don't know if I'd call.
I don't like the fights.
I don't know if I'd call them uninspired, but I would say they're just like more repetitive than anything. Like it's a cool concept, right? It's like all the divine beasts were like corrupted with malice, and like Ganon leaves a piece of himself behind to like defend the dungeon and stuff. But it's like, I'll agree, it's like you feel like you're kind of fighting the same thing, just a little bit different each time.
And I could see if they did that like as a side thing, because like most Zelda games, like they'll have like a side thing, you know, where you'll have to go say collect Triforce shards, collect like letters for Twilight Princess. Like they could have had dungeons, and like they're like I guess they had like the Sheikah temples, but again, it's like just the same kind of area. Oh no, I feel like I'm just getting into my like big gripes with the game now. Like not exactly the bosses.
Yeah. I don't know. Josh is a Breath of the Wild enjoyer, so I'm curious what his thoughts are.
So the okay. I always forget what they're actually called. I think
the blights.
Thunder Blight, Fire Blight, Water Blight, and Wind Blight. Ganon.
So I think some of the fights are fun. I think the design overall is pretty, like, it is just kind of copied and pasted and then changed with an element. So that's like kind of lazy in that. I would say like B, low B, high C is kind of where I would put them, because they are kind of, I mean, they're fun to fight, or it's like it's not like a bad boss fight. They're just kind of like lazy on the design side of things.
My ranking would be like Wind Blight, Water Blight, Fire Blight in the top of C, and then like Thunder Blight at the bottom of B.
I think they're all C,
I'd
and
say
they're all like mid C.
Koga,
That's
though,
just me.
I'd say Koga makes it to A.
No shot. You put Koga in A.
What, dude? He's pretty
No
good.
shot. This
He's
is
pretty good.
the Yiga Blade Master makes a better boss than Master Koga. That's what the Yiga Blade Master is. What Master Koga should have looked like.
No, I don't know. I love Master Koga, bro.
I hate it. This like menacing, menacing like group of the Yiga, and they're led by some random funny dude with a beer belly that just like doesn't
He's pretty terrible.
Doesn't leave
beautiful.
any kind of like impression on me other than this is a joke, and I can't believe I went through all this dungeon just to do this.
Koga's like right below.
Hyrule Warriors did it really good.
They did. I will agree in my limited time with Hyrule Warriors that they did it much better. But
also, he's Hyrule Deadpool, boys. Y'all gotta look at it that way.
No, he's not. He's not even.
You making that comparison makes me hate him even worse. Like,
no,
I'm gonna be honest. So Sean wants him in A. Where do the rest of you guys want him?
D.
Like the rest of them.
What D?
He's the best. I'll put him bottom of C to humor you, Sean.
If we're
I'm sorry.
putting all of the blights in C, he's got to go D.
He's got to go B. He's got to go B, bro.
I'm sorry, Sean. I can't do it. He's
so
he's bad. He sucks. I'm sorry.
Oh, this hurts to hear.
I'm sorry. Okay, let's flip the coin a little bit and do something that typically a lot of people enjoy. Let's do Stalord.
I'd say that's a good. Good.
I think Stellar's an A.
I'd give it an S. Honestly, I think they utilized the ability really well. Like the music in it felt insane, and like kind of had like a second stage to the boss fight where you had to go up like that tower again too because it knocked you down. I think it just felt fun. It utilized movement really well, and it's cool. It's like a fucking bone dragon.
Yeah, I think like both phases of the fight are really fun. I like the spinner was just like such an interesting like item in that game. It kind of like challenged what traditional Zelda games really did.
I've wanted it to come back ever since, bro. It'd be so good.
Is it better than Galactos?
No.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
Like Galactos was just so cool. Like the
design. I really liked Arbiter's Grounds a lot as a dungeon and all that for sure. Let's go back. Honestly, I just want to do all the Wind Wakers like right now.
All right, let's do it.
Screw you, Sean.
Sorry. The bird. The bird's the first one, right?
I think they fight something out of Kirby.
The bird's
personally.
One.
I gotta look up the names of these.
The first one's the Scorpion.
The Wind Waker bosses. Wind Waker bosses. Okay.
Because the eagle is.
Oh yeah, Goma. This is Goma, right? Yeah. Yeah. I'll be honest. Like I said, I don't really remember a lot of these fights. So
I think that one. Fun. Yeah, I thought that was a really fun one.
It was fun.
The hook, the grappling hook or whatever. Like, it was
and and then you have to pull on the dragon's tail.
Yeah, to knock it down and break the armor.
Sure. Where are we feeling for it then?
I'd say that's like an A.
I kind of wanted to say A also, and I think me and Sean are on the same page there.
We are.
I don't know about the other two.
I think.
All right, go for it. Like I said, I haven't played Wind Waker, so I don't really know.
Also, it's like a different kind of Goma too, which I thought helped it.
Sure. Yeah, for sure. I can get behind that, I guess. Calademos, the second dungeon in Wind Waker: The Forbidden Woods. This is Calademos.
See, I loved the aesthetic of it, but I'd say it's probably like a little bit more on the B side. Just because it felt like, I don't know, it felt like another generic kind of just like plant boss, but I feel like the stuff it did with like lighting and colors felt really cool.
The only cool thing about Calademos is if you pour fresh water on it, it dies right away. That's the only thing I can say about Calademos.
So like bottom of B is kind of what the vibe that I'm getting then.
Yeah, I guess.
I'd say maybe a C even. I'd say
go
a C.
top of C with it then.
Yeah.
All
like
right.
If C gets too, like, I don't know, bunched up, we could probably pop it into bottom of B. But yeah, it's just
Sure.
it was a flower boss.
It was. Next up, we have Godin. Godad. I don't
Oh,
know how
I'd
you say
say A for sure. I think the design, fucking amazing. Two, they took an Andros battle from Star Fox, translated into Zelda, worked out very well. Three, I think it's really cool because like it shows like the high tech kind of side of like ancient Hyrule, and I like want the games to explore that so much more, dude. Like I am praying they have that in the new Breath of the Wild game.
Yeah.
A little passionate about that.
I guess
I
so.
just think he's too easy. Like, I'll put him in B, but he's just so
Yeah. I'll go top of B, I think is a good spot for now. We can adjust things at the end if we really want to. Okay, now we're going to Mr. Birdman, the Helmarok King.
A. Like, just
This is one of the few that I actually remember, and I think A is a good spot for it, honestly.
I'd say A. I'd say
just
A too.
because I just remember kicking, like, it's such a good moment for Link. Like, it's so triumphant. You get your sister back, you fight him, you get your revenge.
You get to use that cool skull hammer.
True. True. All right, cool. Yeah, I'm down with A for sure. Sorry to any Wind Waker fans if you feel like we're just breezing through these, because we kind of are, but we're not. There's a lot to get through. We can actually, since I just kind of saw it, just to break up the monotony of Wind Waker, can we all agree that Dark Beast Ganon is terrible?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we put it in D tier?
We could put it
above
in D tier.
Marfa. Okay, perfect.
Still not above Tentacles.
Tentacles is the worst. It's so bad.
Just like Tentacles is so bad, but Dark Beast Ganon's pretty bad too. Well, we'll adjust the bottom tier at the end.
Well, at least Dark Beast Ganon is like big.
Yeah, the design is sick and it's really cool, and it's like a very like story felt like immersive moment. It's just like, is it really the best they could do for him to just like stand in place? Like, come on, man.
It wasn't like that is a boss fight is just like point and shoot.
Yeah, which is really kind of disappointing considering like how like good Breath of the Wild is, and like you get done fighting like Calamity Ganon, which is like a pretty good fight, I think, and then you get to this as the end of the game is like not really about it, to be honest.
I thought Calamity Ganon was honestly like debatably the most fun fight in that entire game.
I would say yeah, it's pretty close. I enjoyed fighting like the Lynels a lot in that game. Those were always really fun. Let's go back to Wind Waker though. Jalhalla.
Dude.
Boss of the Earth Temple.
He's going to A. I fucking love the design. I thought the fight was really fun. How you had to like kind of like roll him into spikes, and he literally looks like the Saw puppet, dude. So, like 10 out of 10 for me. I'd put him in S, but I know you guys wouldn't allow it.
Well, I don't remember much of him, so I guess I'll I've been trusting both you and DJ and kind of splitting the difference. So what does DJ feel?
Like he's another one where I guess he's cool, but he's just still so easy. That's like my only problem. Like,
all the bosses are easy. It's a Zelda game.
Well, no, like Wind Waker has the painfully easiest bosses out of this series.
Not a bad
like
take.
just like I don't think they're bad. They're just very easy, and that's just because the Wind Waker combat's just the easiest combat in the series.
But it's also very fun doing those like little dodge rolls and shit.
We'll put him in A for now. I think like bottom of A is okay. And last of Wind Waker bosses, at least from what I can see on the list, is Molgera, I believe is how you pronounce it, right here.
Yeah, I really hate the design of him. I think the best theme song though in the entire game for that fight. Highly recommend you guys listen to it if you don't know it. Sounds fucking amazing. The woodwind in it, like the Flutes Boys, gets you so amped up. Design wise though, they made my boy look like a fleshlight. So I'm gonna have to put him in average for B, but going off, I feel like the music would bump him up to an S though. The music do make you feel sick as hell. I don't know.
Not for that boss fight. I'm with it's a B.
But the song though.
So like Dragon Roost is a cool song. Doesn't make the island cool.
That's also fair. Also very fair.
Very, very true. All right. Let's do some Ocarina of Time.
What about Wind Waker Ganon?
We can save the Ganons, I think, till the end.
That's
think would
fair.
be a good strategy to go with. Let's get some of the OOT ones out of the way. Dodongo is like, I mean, you just throw a bomb in his mouth.
It's pretty. I mean, he's cool.
Yeah,
but I feel like it's got to be like C at highest.
Yeah. Oh no, he's another one that's just kind of like, I don't know. Like again, it's like I don't even have like a comment, so I think that speaks for it, you know?
Yeah, it's like it's a cool concept, like Josh said, but like all you really do is throw a bomb in his mouth, which is like, I mean, it's the second dungeon of the game, so it's meant to be pretty easy anyway. I think it's
like
probably
the area is pretty meh. I mean, it's just a lava circle with a ring around it, and you're just like running in a circle. Like,
yeah,
it's a pretty meh experience overall.
Yeah, I would say it's like bottom of C.
Yeah.
Let's do all of the child bosses from OT. Goma. Any feelings about Goma?
I think it is like a really solid B tier boss fight. The fact that you can like one shot her with a Deku stick is kind of cool. Also, like,
yep. Yeah. So in OOT, there's this fun little mechanic called PCS. It's power crouch stabbing. So every like sword, I learned this while speedrunning. It was actually really cool. So every like swing of the sword has like a damage value assigned to it, right? So a regular swing with a Kokiri sword is 1, a jump slash is 2, but a Deku stick jump slash is worth 4, right? So if you jump slash with a Deku stick and all you do is crouch stab with your sword, it stores the damage of the previous attack. So every crouch stab that you do after that Deku stick jump slash does 4 damage.
Oh my god.
So what you do is you throw a Deku Nut to stun her, you stab her once, you throw another Deku Nut, and then you stab her twice, and it stun locks her and you kill her in one go.
Oh my god.
It's actually pretty fun.
That does sound pretty sweet.
It's pretty cool. But like beyond that, like the entrance to the first boss, you go and it's like, you know, the eye on the ceiling that kind of like, you know, you walk in, it's dark and you just see the yellow eye. Like that's really cool.
Yeah.
Like shooting her off the ceiling and like, you know, running around to try and destroy the eggs before they hatch. Like it's a really cool first introductory boss to the game, and I think it's, even though it's pretty easy, like it's still a really good boss fight actually.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think it's a really good like introduction to the game. I think it's, as far as first bosses are concerned, I think it's one of the better ones.
Just being a spider is not enough to slam her down into a lower tier.
Yeah. Another one that I have like I have a lot of mixed feelings about Birinade though.
Oh god.
So speedrun strats to kill this boss is like super fun, right? But like this isn't like a speedrunner's tier list. It's about the overall design and like the fight anyway. If you fight this boss normally, I feel like it's just more aggravating than anything. I like some sort of like amoeba attached to the ceiling that's like spinning around with jellyfish is like, I don't know. It seems like it's trying to do too many things for me. I don't know.
I think it is very like,
it's unique,
like out of its element compared to like the rest of the dungeon.
With that being said though, I think that it's like still pretty cool. I don't know if it's like,
I'd probably put it at like
I think I put it like in the middle of C probably.
I'm down with that. I
definitely C.
Difficulty wise, I think it's a good difficulty. Like it's definitely one of the harder bosses just in Ocarina in general. I would think.
I would agree for sure. Let's go ahead and do maybe a couple from Twilight Princess next. Maybe let's do Diababa from the forest. Any thoughts there?
The monkey comes back.
Yeah, honestly, just with the monkey, I'd say that's like an S tier one. Feels really sick working with the
Really?
monkey. Dude, you can't tell me that doesn't feel fun. Catching bombs and shit when he's throwing them to you.
It does, and throwing the boomerang to throw the bombs into it is pretty cool.
And his theme song that plays when he jumps in, like, oh, I love him.
Is it S tier though? Like,
yeah.
I think it's
definitely
it's
at least.
A.
Yeah, I think it's probably.
Name one more boss fight though.
It's probably like here, maybe.
Like that, other than like a Ganon fight.
I don't know. It's pretty cool. Yeah, we can stick it here for now. Maybe I like Diababa. It's a fun fight. Let's see. We could do Fyrus next. Fyrus is the one where you just like pull on his chain and he falls like 6 times in a row.
That's a D. That's a D. That one's a D.
It's pretty bad.
I don't even remember that one.
Out of me.
His design is cool, but the fight sucks. Like, I don't enjoy the fight at all.
His attacking is just throwing a tantrum.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I am fine with sticking him at the top of D for now. Let's do Blizzetta.
Oh, I loved Blizzetta. Also one of the better dungeons in the game, honestly. I'd say that's like a good A.
From Snow Peak Ruins.
Oh, it's so good.
So mysterious too.
I like chipping away at the ice as you go and like feeling like you're shattering pieces off of her. It's cool.
And it's cool seeing like other species like in the games that we haven't seen. So I thought that was like not only a cool way to introduce them, because it's like a character that's almost like mythological that like not even like a lot of Hylians know about. Two, a fucking purring noise she made when she was possessed weirdly tickles the like serotonin part of my brain. I love it.
You can't tell me that's probably one of the scariest moments in the Zelda game.
Oh yeah.
It's a great mirror.
It's terrifying.
Great mirror.
And the best item. You get the best item in that game, dude. That fucking ball and chain. So sick.
Yeah, it's a fun one. I will admit. Let's see. Let's dip into Majora's Mask maybe a little bit. Adolwa.
Oh, I'd say he's like he's a good A. I'd say I fucking love him.
Shot A.
What do you mean?
No.
He's so creepy. The noises he makes, like
the
themes.
It's a cool like atmosphere.
The giants have, like he's at least B.
Yeah.
You can't tell me he's not at least B.
Yeah, I'd say A. I'd like possibly say S because of the vibe he puts off, and like he even chants, bro. And they have just like the weird amount of sound production they did to get the reverb out of that system at that time, dude. Like a lot of love went into that guy. A lot of love.
I'll admit, like the atmosphere around him is really cool. The design, like the audio and like. All of the atmosphere that's packed into it is good. I just do not like him. I don't know. I don't think it's like S. I don't think it's on like Stalord Galactos level.
I didn't say he was S. I said B at least.
I think B I think like top of B is a good spot for him. Maybe. I don't know.
Such a good first boss from Majora's.
Yeah, I think both Goma and Adolwa are good introductions. Josh, you haven't played Majora's Mask, have you?
No, so I don't really.
Bro, you need to
comment here.
Best Zelda game.
Let's do the other two here. Goat.
He's the fucking goat. Put him S tier.
He's an S tier.
Are you kidding me?
He's the goat.
Dude, are you you get to be spiked up Goron.
This game literally had the most unique fucking boss battles in any Zelda game, bro. You can't tell me they're not gonna be up there. You can't.
I will humor the crowd. I'd say he's probably like A, but if you guys want him S, I'll put him S.
Dude, you take all those jumps too? Like it just feels so sick. And that's like, I don't know, like I said, it's just very unique. It's very unique.
Sure. On the other hand, Twin Mold.
Tier, bro, you turn giant, bro. What?
He's like a B. Like it could have been so much better.
I will agree with you. I think it's good, but it like left a lot to be desired.
Can we already just throw the Majora's Mask fight in Nesta?
We're gonna talk about that because we're gonna
fighting.
bro.
we're gonna
It
have
sounds like
we're gonna
fighting.
have a
We're
discussion at the end of this tier list where we put Majora in.
Well,
in
he's
tier.
Majora's gonna go at least with all the Ganondorfs, right? We're gonna talk.
Yeah,
with
we'll do
Majora.
the end fight. Like, so we have OOT, we have Majora's Mask, we have Wind Waker. We can throw like Zant and the Ganons in TP here.
Fuck, that was.
We can throw what Girahim and Demise there. Calamity Ganon. Ganondorf can go up here too. Okay,
All right.
let's
Shove Twin Mold into B and let's move on.
I did put Twin Mold B. Okay, let's just hammer out the end of the list here then. So Argarok, I believe is his name, the dragon.
I don't even remember that fight, bro. I'll be honest.
I
Definitely an
loved
A tier.
It's a
Argarok.
fun fight.
I loved Argarok. It's a fun fight for sure.
It's a super cool, like having to climb up the pillars in the big
And
storm
your
when
claw
he's flying
shotting.
around. Like it's
You
so
Spider-Man
cool.
claw shotting.
This
Like,
was
that's a
like
fun fight.
I thought Twilight Princess was like so polarizing with their boss fights because some of them are like
Hot
not
garbage.
pretty bad, like Morpheal's like not good, but then you get like stuff like Argarok where like just the atmosphere around it and the storm is like I loved the Sky Temple too. It was
Yeah.
chef's kiss. I would even argue, well, maybe not S.
No,
It's-
it's A.
It's a
If it
bit
was a-
repetitive
okay.
to be S, but I think
Okay.
it's still really good.
Argarok is not better than Blizzetta though. No. chance, no chance.
I will put Argarok here.
There we go.
Skull
I do love the Ukus.
Scaldera.
Who's cool.
Scaldera is like a C, maybe
I'd
even.
say D.
Yeah, it's probably better than Fyrus, right? But
Yeah.
Not even
like-
design wise though,
like
bro.
Fyrus.
Like I don't know.
Design wise,
Fyrus, I'd
it
say
is
better.
too. Tentacles is still worse, but
I think Totalis is just bottom barrel. To be honest, I don't think we can do anything
For
about
sure.
that. Moldarok, the scorpion fucker
no,
from
he's a D.
D.
Yeah, he's a D. I don't know. I don't really
He-
very much.
He comes up 2 different times. I want to
Yeah,
say. That's
I
D
don't know if
status.
it's like, well, it's not good, but I don't know if it's like terrible. I go like bottom of C maybe.
Okay, maybe he is better than Dodongo, but that's
Yeah, I think it's pretty
still not a
close.
big
We'll,
bar.
we'll put him there. Anyone want to vouch for Bilosite from Skyward Sword?
I want to say that's a B.
That's the one that's on the like parasite that's on the back of the big fucking thing in the sky, right?
The big
Yeah, it took me a while.
sky whale.
I think the
Um,
like environment around it's really cool, but
It's like a C level boss though.
yeah.
Riding it,
Yeah.
like stabbing
Like
it.
almost
though, like,
D.
I
Y'all are wild, bro.
think it's probably better than Armagoma, but like not better than Birinade. I
Yeah.
don't know. I think like in middle of C is okay.
Yeah, it's fine with me.
Sean's like sitting in the corner. He's like,
My opinion's not valued. No, I'm kidding.
it's like I'm just not gonna talk.
Yeah.
Phantom Ganon.
Oh,
I am gonna vouch that
I'd say
Phantom Ganon is S.
yeah.
No.
DJ, how? It's so sick. He's going in
like,
and out of paintings, like floating.
No.
When he starts like doing the rallying with the fucking like laser ball.
No, he's not better than Blizzetta.
Yeah,
He
I,
is though. He is though.
He's not. Like, he's better than Argarok, but not Blizzetta.
I see DJ's placement, and the more I think about okay, so here's the argument, right? I think shooting him when he's like riding through the paintings, super sick, right?
Cool.
The room is awesome. It's a great environment, but like
You play tennis.
then you
with
play
him.
tennis with him, and all you
You
do is
play-
hit him.
I
If
thought
the
that was
second,
fun.
it is fun, but like
It's the tennis part.
if that
like-
stage of the fight had like a little bit more depth to it, if it was more than just like playing tennis, if maybe he had like an extra move to do or something like that you could hit him with, I think then that pushes him to like S.
We got to remember though, this was the first
he's
3D game.
I know.
True.
I get he's foreshadowing Ganon or
Mhm.
the fight at the end, but he's not better than Blizzetta.
I
Like you play tennis with him, but when you go against Blizzetta, you like the whole everything about
Yeah.
that fight. Like everything
Okay,
comes
yeah,
together.
no, DJ, you convinced me.
I think the placement's good. I
That's
think
fair.
A
That's
is okay.
fair.
Like
Yeah.
aesthetically, I'm with you guys. Like it's so close to being an S, but it's
Volvagia.
I love vulva vagina.
I really enjoy it too. I think it's
okay.
It's a B.
I think it's like
High
a top
B.
of B. Like dragon coming out of the ground, like dropping stuff on top of it, like
not just like out of the ground, out of
literal lava. And like the story behind it, how it's like terrorizing and like almost wipes out the entire Goron race by itself. And, like the
just
design of it's like
yeah.
super cool. Like I have very little complaints about Volvagia. I think it's really good.
Sure.
I feel like we might have some mixed takes on Bongo Bongo.
I love him. I would put him in S, but I'm gonna say A because I feel like you guys won't warrant it in S.
I would go down to like a B or a C.
DJ, what do you think?
I'm looking at A tier right now. I think it's like on the same level as Volvagia. Or lore wise, it's like an A, but
can we go like
design wise, it's like a B.
We could maybe
I
go.
love the design too. I don't know, but yeah, like I'm a big part of the lore too. I think
the lore of Bongo Bongo is
it's amazing,
like perfect.
Yeah, it's just the fight.
Do you wanna enlighten our listeners?
Well, I mean, there's like not a whole lot. It's the shadow beast that lives in the well, right?
Well, it's not just I think he's technically the old Chica chieftain that they killed and tortured down there.
Yeah, because the well is supposed to, or like both the well and the Shadow Temple is like theorized to be a sort of like torture chamber where they would take like enemies of the royal family and interrogate them there and kill them there, and that's why like there's so many spirits and stuff that are left in those two areas. Right. And like DJ said, supposedly Bongo Bongo had something to do with that, you know. I think like the concept art, like so Ocarina of Time Bongo Bongo art. There's some sick like art pieces done of Bongo Bongo.
There are. His design's amazing.
Like this looks really really cool, but like
you don't see it all.
Yeah, all you see is two hands and an eyeball.
Yeah, and the fight is like you shoot the hands, you shoot the eye, you stab the eye,
and it's not even like hard. He just hovers past you and boom, boom.
I think,
boom,
the I wish I knew what the like if there was some sort of story behind the drum too, but there's too many conflicting things about Bongo Bongo to push him higher. But I still think he's really good. Twin Rova.
Oh, S, totally S tier. They transform partway through the fight, boys. They fuse together like fucking Goku and Vegeta, and you have to deflect their lasers with your mirror shield to hit the other one. Like, it's so good, dude.
I thought for sure he was gonna say S because it turns into giant sexy lady.
Into Mommy Gerudo.
I am a big fan of that too. Don't get me wrong, but it's also just like so fun.
I don't think it's better than Argarok though altogether.
I like the Phantom Ganon fight more. I like the Blizzetta fight more. The Argarok fight more. Yeah.
You like Phantom Ganon more than Twin Rova?
Yes. Well, because
I don't. I like Twin Rova a little bit more.
It's so good.
Phantom, like I'm fine if you change it.
Like, I think Twin Rova's like here.
Yeah, I don't think it's an S because like the shield mechanic, okay, it's cool, but it's kind of boring.
What?
And the sound effect is so annoying. The boor, 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 boor. Like it's so.
The fight can get really annoying. There's a lot of RNG involved in that fight, and aiming the shield is not. I mean, granted, the game was made in the late '90s, but like aiming the shield is an unnecessarily painful experience. But overall, I think like everything else considered in the fight is really really good.
Like it's a top of A, but it's definitely not S.
Yeah. Okay, we're 2 final boss fights. We'll start from the bottom and work our way forward. The Great King of Evil Ganondorf from Ocarina of Time. I think is like top of C.
Yeah, like the Ganondorf fight. Like it's cool.
The best Ganon fight,
Mhm.
Wind Waker.
We'll get there. We'll get there. I don't know. OOT is just like, I don't know. I think the atmosphere sells it a lot more than the actual fight does.
Yeah, the Ganondorf fight. No, the Ganondorf fight's bad.
It's so good. What?
No, like or
Fight is
OOT.
better.
Like
Oh, and Ganondorf, yeah, it's like
Ganondorf. No, Ganon. Yes, Ganondorf. No.
Yeah, it's just more tennis and
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it's, in my opinion, it's just like worse Phantom Ganon.
Yeah,
it really
I would
is.
agree.
It is
I would
fun to
agree.
like speedrun fight the Ganondorf. You can actually one cycle him, but again, it's not a speedrun tier list.
Oh.
Ganon in
it's
OOT.
like B. Good B, little average guy.
I think it's like an A.
I would say A.
I think the end of the story of OOT alone and the like environment, the atmosphere around the fight is what carries it. Granted, the fight is literally just you shooting light arrows in his face and hitting his tail, which is not the most interesting thing in the world to do.
But you have to do it without the Master Sword and without Navi, and just that gameplay mechanic alone makes it tougher than.
I think it's like under Argarok.
Yeah, like middle of A, I think is fine. Yeah,
I don't know. I've said it before and I'll say it again, but like one of my favorite moments in any Zelda game is when like Navi, right before the fight, when the music's playing, she's like, because you don't get her for the Ganondorf fight, and she like starts talking about how he's not going to hold her back this time and she's going to fight with like, it's like a very beautiful moment in a video game that I love experiencing, even like 50, 60, 100 times or however many times I've beaten the game now. It's awesome. Fight wise, pretty but okay. Majora's Wrath.
S, dude. S. You can turn into Fierce Deity, dude. It's so sick.
You can turn into Fierce
Deity.
Fierce
Deity.
Fierce Deity, and okay.
Fierce Deity.
I'm gonna try to be like as objective about it as I can. I think like the Fierce Deity is like a crazy cool design. I mean, it like makes the fight like hella easy mode if you do it that way. But that's like not super important, I guess. I just like, I feel like Majora could have been so much better. Like,
what? Oh my God.
I like when you go through the game, you picture Majora as this like super like menacing presence that's like.
You're telling me that did not look menacing at
no,
the end of the game when it turned into a demon, bro?
Mr. like floppy arms screaming like a little girl. Like, no, it was so.
Do you not remember
goofy.
all the forms? Look up the final form of it, bro. It looks fucking terrifying.
It's like
it's not supposed to be. As you said, it's not like supposed to be the scariest thing. It's supposed to be like
no, it's just
the
like
opposite of Fierce Deity, like the conflicting things.
It does. It accomplishes that, but it's like too goofy for me. I don't know. I think like fighting like the actual mask and like like everything leading up until the very end of this fight, I feel is okay. But like
The last part's the best part.
to go from like how like just personally like how I felt after like Ocarina of Time and the ending of that game to go to Majora's, which is like I'm gonna try not to compare the two because the storyline's a lot different and the like
Not supposed to be comparable.
No, it's not comparable. But it's just like it just misses the mark for me. I don't know. It's just like
it hurts so much hearing that, bro.
I like it's one of my least favorite fights in 3D Zelda games. I don't know what it is.
Because you have to get good.
Get good and put on the Fierce Deity mask. Get good. I don't.
You can't beat Majora's Mask without the Fierce Deity mask. Like you you're bad at the Zelda.
Yeah,
game,
it's
like,
it's
it's
good.
actually a hard fight without the mask.
It's good in difficulty. It's a good fight, but I just I felt like I got cheated out of something that should have been a bit more for me personally. That's all I'm gonna say. I liked it, but I was just a little disappointed. That's all.
I loved everything about it. That's just me though.
Same here.
Josh.
So far, it's 2 against 1.
So I just watched the boss fight
Yeah.
quick on YouTube, and this is a goofy fucking looking thing.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
Yes.
it is.
It's supposed to
I
be
don't know.
the child.
It represents.
So, okay, let
what it's
me
meant to.
finish.
Yeah, go for it.
I like that the fight has different forms and that goes through different stages, and it's got different attacks the farther and deeper you get into it. That's cool. It is a goofy fucking looking thing that I don't think, like Noah said, I think it missed the mark a little bit, as far as what an ultimate boss would be. I think all of the story considerations that Sean and DJ are saying are valid, especially with some of the other boss fights that we've put up there. I would say it is a low A for me.
Oh,
I'll take it. I'll take that. Because the idea of it being goofy and childish is what that mask represents, and that's what the mask salesman was supposed to It's the body incarnate.
yeah. Oh no. I'm still Team S. But we'll sit at the
what do we think about here?
Okay. Below Phantom Ganon though?
I
This
would
is
put it above
killing you.
Phantom
Yeah.
Ganon.
This is killing Noah right now.
I would put it between Blizzetta and Twin Rova.
It's better than Blizzetta, bro. It's an S tier. I don't know. I feel like Blizzetta's top at A, you know?
I'm feeling
It's
a lot
killing
of things
Noah
right now.
I
Sean would put it
Oh, I would put it up there too.
Okay. Oh, it'd be the top, bro.
Josh is putting it here. I'd probably put it here, but I'll settle and go here.
Can we put Blizzetta in S yet?
Yeah.
All right.
What?
All right.
Yes.
Fine.
I think that looks beautiful.
I went off the rail reaming you guys about Gen 2. So I will compensate. For the record, I still really like Majora's Mask. I was just a little disappointed. That's all.
I just loved it for the themes. I think it represented the themes so well, story wise.
Yeah. I don't know. It was weird. Still good, but it's just not my personal taste. That's all. Okay, let's go to Wind Waker.
That's rank. Best Ganon fight in the games.
It is the best Ganon fight in the games.
It's so good.
The way
Story,
it goes,
setting, just the feel of it all,
in the waterfall,
and the monologue he has, bro, it's so fucking good.
And the way he dies,
yes,
dude.
And then they flood it because they steal it from him and shit. It's so fucking good.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think he's better than Clocktus. I don't think he's better than Clocktus.
I would. I don't know. That's I'd say Majora would be above him, but I'd say he's better than that,
from my limited experience with Wind Waker, but even just watching this fight, I would agree with everything you said. I think it's great. Zant.
S tier as well.
I'm going to vouch for Zant being.
I will vouch for Zant.
Whoa.
Ooh, Josh, give it to us.
Going through all of the different arenas, fighting, it's so unique and different. The pacing, the music, everything about it is awesome. I love it.
He's so hot-headed in the story too, and I feel like they captured that perfectly in his boss fight. He goes nuts, bro.
I would even put him maybe even above Ganon from Wind Waker or Ganondorf from Wind Waker. I don't know how we feel about that. But
I don't know. The Wind Waker Ganondorf.
We got to hear Josh.
Let's hear Josh. Yeah.
I mean, it's a good boss fight, but it's not the best in the series.
Oh, it's close. It's
close.
close.
That's close.
It's close. I'd say Wind Waker Ganon might be the best for me, actually, but Zant's close second.
I think the third spot's a good spot. Like Chef's Kiss, probably like my favorite fight in the entire like series, to be honest.
Oh, it's very fun.
It's
Very,
it's
very
just like
fun.
so different and unique, and like just like I said, the progression of the fight and going through every one of the arenas and like remembering like how you beat the bosses to get there and like implementing so many different like technique. The music is just crazy good too.
Yes,
So
yeah, and the setting, like it does so much too to have like a feel of like that boss, but it feels very like distorted and different, like even in the area you're in.
right.
It's a okay. I where you've got it, I will concede.
Okay, good. I do we want to like omit Dark Beast Ganon here and then just rank Twilight Princess Ganondorf like the whole thing?
Yeah,
Well,
instead
Dark
of
Beast is different than Dark Beast.
well, I mean, then like, but there's no like Puppet Zelda here or like Horseback Ganon or you know what I mean.
Puppet Zelda is also like a D.
Puppet Zelda is literally just Ganondorf from OT again.
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna omit Dark Beast and then we'll just rank the Ganondorf
like a
all
D.
things
The sword fight with Ganondorf or with Ganon though, holy shit.
It felt really
So
fun.
good.
So cool, but like you have to go through that boring horse fight with them.
You do.
I think
you do.
I think just like they made this fight with Ganondorf seem the most like meaningful in my opinion because it's
the
like,
best sword fight against Ganon in the entire series.
Like you have literally four separate fights with him, so it's like it's meant to be like this climactic experience, and like at the end when you like knock him off the horse and the like clouds are overhead and he like swings the Twilight Sword back and the music starts playing.
The Twilight Sword is so good.
It's really cool. So I think like individually all pieces of the fight are pretty like average for the most part, but I think when you combine all of them, I think that it's
we're just talking about the last part with Ganon, like yeah, it's great, but we have so much slog to fight through until we get to the good part.
I would say it's like is it like under Majora?
I'd say like yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
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 It's under Majora.
Like it could have been better if it's like just the sword fight, but like all of the different fights, like the Twilight Prince, the Puppet Zelda, it's boring as hell. Beast Ganon, the Portal, I guess you get to be Wolf.
My favorite part about the Beast Ganon fight is the music. I think like Twilight Princess did.
You could put the Beast Ganon in C and it would be totally fine.
Yeah, we can put him like top of C.
I wouldn't even need it to go that high. I think the Blights are better than it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, we got 4 left. How long? We're at an hour and 27 minutes. Dang. We're getting close to wrapping up. We have 4 more. Girahim.
I will go to war for this dude.
Don't get me wrong here. I loved it, but I think like with how crazy his personality was, I think they missed the mark because his boss fights felt very calm and calculated, and I wanted him to be more like kind of crazy like his personality was.
It does do like he progressively gets more crazy. So it's just we fight him too many times. That's the problem with Skyward Sword. Too much of him.
That last fight though.
The last fight, amazing.
When you crash down through the layers of glass and he goes, I am the weapon. Oh my god, it's chills.
That's fair.
I know.
I would push for S for Girahim.
I can't. Like there's 3 other fights before that last fight.
I think
I don't even care.
I care because like one of them's good, 2 of them okay, that's okay, but
he gets progressively harder every time you fight him. He adds always moves.
The same.
And like if you do certain things to him, he'll like switch it up and like counter what you do sometimes if you try to answer with the same thing all the time, which is pretty cool because not a lot of games do that.
Yeah,
especially in Zelda.
I think putting him like right above Twilight Princess Ganondorf is like,
even if he was the bottom of S, it would make me sleep better at night.
Is it better than Majora?
I don't think it's better than Majora.
I'll even agree. I don't think it's quite better than Majora, but it's pretty close. I like Girahim a lot, but I agree with DJ. If we only fought him like twice, as opposed to like the 4 times,
It's 4 total times.
Yeah,
4 times.
if it was only twice, like once at the beginning of the game and once at the end, I think I would like him a lot more. And then I think he's probably S. But I think just for repetitiveness, it loses just like a little bit towards the end.
It's the problem with Skyward Sword 2.
You're giving me Monk Kaz Koshia though.
Well, we'll probably give you that one anyways.
Maz Koshia, you give me that S tier for him.
Yeah. We'll get there. Maz Koshia is, I love it.
He's the actual final boss of the game. It's
yeah.
nice.
Delmise or Demise, Lamau, Steelworker, Anchor. Demise.
I'd say S tier. It felt fucking epic, dude. You catch fucking lightning on your sword, you're swinging it at him. He's massive.
Skyward Sword is such a good game.
Is it better than Zant?
It's better than Zant.
Is it better than Ganondorf from Wind Waker?
No, Wind Waker Ganondorf is the best Ganondorf fight or final boss fight in any of the games, bro. I'll die on that hill.
Demise is not Ganondorf, Sean.
No,
Demise is
best final boss fight in any of the games.
I wish that more Zelda games incorporated Demise. Like Ganondorf's supposed to be like a reincarnation of like Demise's like.
Well, Demise is killed after the very first game.
Yeah.
Doesn't
he say something like super cryptic about how he'll like keep coming back until he wins?
As Ganondorf and like other like incarnations.
Low key, I think Demise will be in the new Zelda game. I think they're hinting at that Demise.
That would be cool. I think that would be sweet.
Yeah. It'd be cool if that like corpse that they showed in the trailers. I mean, it looks very similar to Ganondorf, right? But like, what if that is just like Demise? That would be cool. That's a theory video for Tears of the Kingdom.
Breath of the Wild is before OOT, right?
No, that's bringing all the timelines together.
I don't know where it like.
It brings all the timelines together.
Yeah, it's confusing. I think it's
like a convergence.
You basically have to treat it as like a separate entity, I think. Yeah. But anyway, let's get these last two done. Calamity Ganon.
Calamity Ganon is B.
B, yeah.
I'd say A. I liked it.
We can go like.
It felt so epic, dude. It felt like a Dark Souls fight. That thing was massive. It felt like something out of Bloodborne.
I think I'm fine with like bottom of A.
It greatly depends on your blights. If you did all the blights, it sucks. If you could have been doing all the blights, but it still kept those blight forms in that final fight, it would have been A. But like it's B if you do all the blights. Like it's too
easy.
Yeah.
Too dependent on
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine with bottom of A for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Monk Maz Koshia.
No, him I don't remember in the game at all.
He was the DLC in Breath of the Wild.
That is why I have not done the DLC.
What you didn't do this? Oh, he's
bit of a.
It is
bit of a. I don't know if it's a hot take or not. It's probably top 5.
Yes. If
in the top 5 though is like where is the consideration?
I would put it ahead of Zant personally. I would honestly put it ahead of Demise.
I'd put it behind Wind Waker Ganon though. Wind Waker Ganon I would also slide up one, bro.
No, just because he's a good boss doesn't mean lore wise he's just as good as those
we're
guys.
Thinking lore too.
Like everything together.
I like how like our top tier is like all of these like end game bosses, and then like Collectos at the number 1 spot.
I think our number 1 needs to be Wind Waker Ganon.
No. I'm fighting with fighting guys on Collectos.
That's a losing battle, DJ.
You know what you don't kill Ganondorfs with? Their own weapons. You know what you kill Collectos with? Her own weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Wind Waker Ganon felt the most like
temple. Are you like the Buddhist religious metaphors in that temple, and then to fight that no.
We're not ranking the temple. We're not ranking the temple though.
And we're ranking it all together. And
no, that's not the boss though. That's the temple. It's a separate entity.
It's all together. At that point, it's all together.
If we were ranking the dungeon with the boss, this list has to get redone.
Yeah. That's true. If we're dungeon if we're dungeon tier listing, then we got to change everything.
Well, all the games lead up to these final bosses. It's the same with the devils.
My personal feeling, if we take like boss design, difficulty, uniqueness, and both like the story and the background to it, I think it's 5th. I think Galactos, Ganondorf from Wind Waker, Demise, and Zant are in front, but I think it's 5th.
I would slide Galactus into the number 5 spot and everybody else up 1.
I'd agree. I don't know. I just really want Wind Waker at top.
I haven't fought much. Like I would even move Majora's Mask down to B to make Noah happy, just to keep Galactos at C, just as the best boss.
No, it's Ganon, bro.
It's not. It is definitely not as good as Demise.
Yeah, but see, it's like I don't even feel like Demise belongs at 2 now, though. Like I think Zant's better than Demise personally.
Okay, I'll give you Zant at 2 if you keep Galactus at 5.
No. Oh my god, we're
we can't.
We're fucking bargaining. We're bargaining. Okay, we'll keep Wind Waker Ganondorf at 1.
Hell yeah, undisputed.
This is invalid now. That changes.
I'm gonna put. See, this is crazy because Sean gets what he wants, right?
But it's true, though. It's true. You can't.
DJ's batting for Galactos. Josh is going for Maskoshi, and I'm batting for Zant, and all of us wanted to be there.
Galactos.
So by this logic, Demise goes to 5th.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, by that logic, he's not necessarily wrong, right, boys? But
I think this is good.
We got to hear in the mail submissions who they like. Out of like those, do we agree?
If you guys have
top here?
Mail submission, we'll post this list in the Discord after we're done. I think we're like, for the sake of time, we're just gonna keep it the way it is. So our top 5 is
still arguing once this ends.
Wind Waker Ganondorf at number 1, Zant at 2, Maskoshi at 3, Galactos at 4, and Demise at 5. And the rest of the list, you can use your imagination. But that's all the time that we have. We've gone for an hour and 36 minutes, so hopefully this uploads to Spotify. But if not, listen to this on YouTube. Give us your thoughts. Let us know how wrong we are about everything. Appreciate you guys for listening. Say bye, guys.
Peace.
Bye.
Thanks, guys. We'll catch you next time.